Hey, hello guys. So I did quite a few, I did more grafting. Um, I grafted a few more things. Yesterday I was actually watering like crazy with the hose, and I think I wet the grafts. I removed the bags probably like 2-3 days ago. I did the grafts, I believe, on Saturday, I think the 2nd. And what was that? I don't know the date. I don't know the day. I think it was the 2nd. Today is almost a week later. It's not quite a week later, but since it's wet, I'm just gonna remove the bandages. I really didn't want the sun to be hitting them, but in the morning they do get some sun, so I figure I might as well just remove the bandages, see if it fused well. Usually I wait a little longer. If I use a rubber band, sometimes I wait a little longer, but I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this now. So gently, I'm gonna try to remove these bandages very gently. And I don't know. Let's see. It looks fused. So now it looks pretty good. So it's only time will tell. This is a Trichocereus, a butt graft. So this is a butt graft. It's called a butt graft because the bottom, this is the bottom of it where the roots were. So you see, if this starts to push, it'll pop out in any of the areoles. Sometimes you could get multiple. You'll get like 3 or 4 or 5 pups shooting up at once. So this one looks pretty good. I'll do an updated video, and I'm gonna wait. Once I see a pup, once it has a good little size pup, I'll do an updated video just to show you that it was successful. And this was a you see, yeah, I did it on the 2nd. So this is a Shark's Althea, and let me remove the tape first, and then I'll remove the bandages from this one. So you want to be careful. You don't want to tug really crazy on the bandages and rip off the scion. If they fused, it will be on there pretty good, but it's not going to be like rock solid. So you still want to be careful removing the bandages. Oh. Sometimes I even put my finger on the scion, so make sure it doesn't lift off. Okay, so all right, one more bandage to remove. Do this carefully. The spines went through. Let me I'm gonna have to put pressure down. I don't want to lift the scion off, because if you were just to pull this off, you might lift it off. Let's see. It looks good. I don't know. So it looks pretty good. It looks fused well. I don't see it lifted up. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here and give it some time to see if they did fuse or not. I'm hoping they did. Now these are the Weber Cereus. These are much smaller. The seedlings are much smaller, and everything's smaller on this. Even the rootstock. Okay, I'm gonna very carefully. These are really spiny, so I want to remove this very carefully. Patience is a virtue. All right, the tape is off. Oh, kind of. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to remove the top layer first. There we go. Now I'm going to move the second layer very carefully. Very carefully. Okay, so this is the butt graft. And you can see this is right here. Right here is where the roots were, and I cut them off. So this is a butt graft. So every single area where you see the spines coming out of could potentially, let me try to move it. No, yeah, no. Okay, I'm not gonna mess with it. So I'm hoping this fused well, and it does start to grow. This is a rare and beautiful cactus, which is really crazy. The spines are crazy on this. I'll show you a mature one. I just want to see if how the seedlings are gonna develop. Okay, so this is the other one, the second one I made a video on, and I'm gonna remove the tape carefully. Now I'm going to remove. You know what? Just observing, this is still has some good elasticity, so I'm going to reuse this for some more grafts. I'm going to be grafting a lot of my seedlings, especially some Stenocereus hybrids, some like Martinezii crossed with Querétaroensis. I want to graft some of those so I could see sooner what they're going to look like. So I'm going to remove these very carefully. All right, first one. Now the second one, I have to be extra careful. All right, now I want to put some pressure down on this and pull it to the side, not up. Okay, did it fuse well? I mean, it looks good, but we'll see. And you can see these grafts are much smaller than these other ones, but the seedlings are much smaller too. I did a whole bunch of grafts. Did some down here. Yeah, I did a whole bunch of grafts only because once I started grafting, I was like, oh, let me graft this now. Let me graft this. Let me graft this. Like this is, oh, here's a Martinezii Querétaroensis. So here's a Stenocereus I'm really excited about. I made this cross last year, and these are some of my favorite cacti. Martinezii I just absolutely love, and I love Querétaroensis, and I did a cross with them. So I'm wondering what they're gonna look like. I'm hoping they look more like Martinezii, but when they fruit, I'm hoping the fruit is bigger like the Querétaroensis, because Martinezii have tiny fruit. They have really small fruit, probably a 1/4, maybe 1/4, 1/3 the size of Querétaroensis, maybe 1/3. Alright, so getting this tape off. Alright, so the tape is off. Now you always want to, I'm going to lift the layer that's on top, the bandage that's on top first. There we go. And now the second layer, I need to be extra careful. And you don't want to pull up. Well, not crazy anyways. I am going to pull up a little bit, but I'm going to put pressure with my finger so not to lift the scion. So as you can see, this is a tiny seedling. Look at my finger. It's tiny, but if it fuses well, it should start to grow. So we'll see. So that's one. And yeah, this bandage tape is it has some good elasticity, so I'm going to reuse this. I'm going to be doing more grafts this weekend. I don't think I'll record myself doing them, but I'm going to do a lot more grafts this weekend. At least 6. I want to graft I have a lot of repotting to do also. So this is really high up. Let me move this down a little. See if it looks better when in the shade. Yeah, is that better? I don't know. Excuse a mess in the back. I don't know if that's better. Try to focus. Okay, so first I'm going to remove. Oh, where's the bottom end of the tape? I'm going to start removing the tape here. Yeah, that was just a piece of tape I put on there. Let me see. Alright, here's the end of the tape. I put a lot of tape on this one. Alright, gonna keep going with the tape. You know what? Okay, I taped that one just to help secure this top part. There it is. And then second layer has its own little piece of tape. Let me look for the end of the tape. It's right here. Right. Sometimes when you do a graft, they just don't stick. And you could immediately just try to regraft again. But sometimes they fuse, they look fused, and they still won't do good. It all depends. It's all trial and error. Just keep trying. So I'm going to remove this side first, then this side, and I want to put pressure on it down because I am lifting up a little bit, just very carefully. Okay, so this is the book graft. Zoom in. This is the book graft. You can see here the catty cans too. So this is where the roots were coming out of. It's a small little graft. This is a pretty good size. This is at least a foot and a half. This is a good size rootstock. So I'm hoping it pushes pretty good, and I'm hoping it fuses well, and it does push good, and that'll be amazing. Yeah, I grafted a few more things. I don't even remember what else I grafted. Oh, some chrysocarpus pieces. Yeah, I won't put that in the video. The pieces were really bad, and I fused them, hoping I could save these really bad looking seedlings, but that one's a long shot. The ones I just showed you right now, these are the best looking ones. I'm hoping they do pretty good. As you can see, they look fused well. I'm trying to tug. Yeah, the Trichocereus ones look probably the best looking ones, because I mean the seedlings are bigger. Alright guys, so I'll do an updated video on these after I start seeing some pups, or yeah, I'll do that. I'll do an updated video, maybe I don't know, maybe a month. I'll just call it a cacti grafting or cacti seedling grafting update. Alright guys, that's it for now. Cheers.